Hello friends, welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and if this is the first video of mine that you're catching, welcome. My name is Rachel and I'm a reseller on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And every time I order a new mystery box to source for my own online stores, I open it live on this channel and I come back 90 days later and do an update so you can see my actual results and if I would recommend the box based on my results. So today we're doing a 90-day update on the Helpsy professional wear box that I ordered. So if you want to see how I did with this one, definitely stick around. So my apologies in advance. My 90-day updates are a little bit overdue. I had this one slated for January, really early January, and then I had so many new boxes come in the month of January that I wanted to prioritize those in case anybody else was interested in ordering those boxes, that they could see like what came inside them. So I think I've run the unboxings dry for a little bit, and I will be doing a lot of 90-day updates over the next probably 2 months as I prepare to take a maternity leave. These are a little bit more easier to like film in advance. So I've got this one, which I'm not on maternity leave yet, but you know, we'll start getting back into our 90-day updates. So make sure you subscribe if you like reseller content, and hit that like button if you could. That definitely helps out the channel a lot. And let me know if you ordered this. This one was for sale back late summer. I purchased this mid-August of 2024, and I haven't seen it available since. I'll link the original video down below if you want to watch it. I feel like we kind of really poo-pooed this box when I first opened it, because it said professional wear, but it was literally all blazers, and majority of them were new with tag, but they weren't like sought after blazers. They were just like, I don't know, the stuff that's like a dime a dozen at the thrift store, personally, if you ask me, most of it. So what I'll do is I'll share with you what is sold. I'll show you what I have left, and then I'll give you another rundown. I rated the box initially. You'll see it in the original video. I'll rate the box again based on my actual results now that I've had a chance to sell some of this stuff off. So this box was 20 pieces, or $8.69 per piece, $173.80 in total. There were 5 pieces that I did not list. These were not necessarily damaged. I think I sent these to ThreadUp. So there was like an Ann Taylor blazer that was used, or at least I couldn't pass it for new without tag. Casper, Coldwater Creek, Tahari, Calvin Klein. The stuff that I just don't list ever. I listed pretty much everything else that was new with tag, and then a few other things that were new without tag. So those I just kind of wrote off as like not worth my time. Those went off into La La Land, and I ended up listing the other 15 items. Of the 15 items that I listed, I sold 6. 5 out of the 6 sold on Poshmark, 1 sold on eBay, and I still have 9 items left for sale. So let's talk through this. I'll show you what sold from lowest sale price to high. Then I'll show you what I have left, and then I'll give you the rundown at the end. The first one that sold, this was the black and gray checkered blazer from Amanda and Chelsea. There were several blazers in this brand. The tags showed that they retailed pretty high, but it's one of those things, like the resale value is never going to be what the retail value is, especially not on stuff like this. And this one was a small petite. It was new with tag. This one actually sold in January, so definitely well over 90 days. Unfortunately, I just hadn't made the video yet, but it did sell in early January for $20 on Poshmark. I think somebody sent me a $20 offer, and at this point, they're kind of just like taking up space. So I went ahead and accepted it. You know, I think, yes, they're new with tag. Yes, the price tags say that they're, you know, they retailed for more, but reasonably, I don't think I'm going to get it. So I might as well just go with what I know I can get, which was $20 on this one. There was a gray blazer jacket by Ann Taylor. This one was new with tag, so I did list it. New with tag, Ann Taylor can sometimes do okay. I probably, if I'm being honest, would have thrifted this for $8 if I saw it at the thrift store, just because typically I can get, 25, 30, 35 for a piece like this, which I did. This one did take a little over 90 days to sell. It sold in the beginning of December, but it was a $35 Poshmark sale, which I do also think somebody sent me an offer on. In fact, I think all of the Poshmark sales, somebody sent me an offer. I didn't sell anything sending offers. That's interesting. Normally, I get a lot of sales when I send offers, or my Posher VA sends offers for me automatically, but nothing out of this box sold that way. That's very interesting. So everybody that wanted this stuff sent me an offer. This one, I might have dropped the price during closet clear out. I might have. This one actually was one of the first things to sell. This was the little shell jacket from Adriana Papel. This was a sample piece. It was dated 2011, and I don't exactly have high hopes for Adriana Papel in general. It's just one of those brands, again, that retails for very high, but I don't find that it's super sought after on the resale market. But it was a size 8. I listed it anyway, and it sold within 6 weeks on Poshmark for $38. So that was kind of like the pleasant surprise out of this box, I think. I did not have much hopes of selling that at all, and it sold for $38. So, hey, I will take it. Then there was the red and black houndstooth blazer from Amanda and Chelsea. This one was also a size small. The only eBay sale. This one sold in October, so about 5 weeks. On eBay for $39.73, which means either I sent an offer to watchers or I was running a sale. I'm not sure which, but because of that odd amount, that is kind of my indication that it was discounted for some reason. So the buyer paid $39.73 plus shipping on that one. And then the 2 highest sales in the box. These are also pleasant surprises, by the way. The first one was the knit sleeve crepe blazer from Pearl by Leela Rose. I have never heard of this brand, but you might as well go ahead and add it to your BOLO list, because this was very unexpected. And it was, I had no idea when I opened this box how valuable this blazer was. And it wasn't until I started listing and looking at comps that I was like, wow. I actually listed it for more, but somebody sent me an offer for $100. I think I listed it around $150, but when somebody offered me $100, and it wasn't even a month, it was 3 weeks, I went ahead and took it. I thought it was more than fair, and I wasn't sure if it was one of those like lucky offer situations, like this may never come around again. This is the right buyer, and I don't want to pass it up. Which is kind of how I felt about everything in this box. So when somebody offered me $100, I was like, yeah, absolutely, I'm taking that. So this was $100 Poshmark sale, and I've never heard of this brand. I've never seen it in the thrift stores, but it's definitely on my BOLO list now. Pearl by Leela Rose. So just an FYI, this is part of the reason I love mystery boxes. There's always an instance where I learn about a brand I've never heard of before, because either I don't see it in my area, or I just, when you order a lot of mystery boxes, you're kind of in a vacuum and you're at the mercy of what the companies that are selling these boxes offer. But these mixed brand boxes are a great way to learn about new stuff that you may not have heard about before. So definitely adding that to my BOLO list after this box. But that was not even the highest selling box, the highest selling blazer in this box. The actual highest selling blazer was the Femme blazer in gray plaid checkered by Sandro. This was a new without tag. It was a sample piece. It was not even a regular mainstream piece. It did not have a tag. It did not have a price tag, I should say. It was new without tag. I was not able to list it as new with tag. This one sold on Poshmark, though, in 6 weeks for $120. Again, this one I had listed a lot higher just based on comps and what it was selling for. Somebody sent me a $120 offer. I was like, absolutely yes, no question, especially because it was a sample piece. And in my experience, not that there's anything wrong with sample pieces, and sample pieces can be a good buy for the resale market, but they don't typically sell as well as the actual like mainstream retail pieces that made it into the store. So I definitely listed this higher. And then when I got the offer, I said, you know what, let's take it. So 2 of the items in this box sold for over $100 or more, which is crazy to me because I had like zero expectation for this box. And I've only sold 6 items. So really, like, I still have a lot of stuff left. Let me show you what is still here. Really, none of this stuff has any interest. So I'm kind of debating, like, I mean, it's only been listed, 4 months, going on 5 months, but I have to make some decisions on how long I want it to sit around here, especially with going into summer. These are all blazers and they're just not getting interest. So anyway, here's what's left. If you see something you are interested in, go to my stores, make me an offer because I'm wanting to move this stuff out. There's the Bordeaux blazer jacket in a size 4 from Amanda and Chelsea. That one's new with tag. There is the brown houndstooth blazer from Amanda and Chelsea in a size small petite, also new with tag. Then there's this black and blue pinstripe blazer from the brand Genvi. I don't know how to pronounce this, but this one's a size 4. It's new with tag, but it's been sitting here with absolutely no interest. There's this purple blazer vest. It is Tencel, which is a great fabric, and the brand is Bobble House, which I've never heard of. I don't think Poshmark or Mercari have ever heard of it either because it's not like a brand that's in their drop down. It's definitely a statement piece or a very unusual piece. I do think it's going to be a right buyer situation on this one, but I've played around with the price. This is another brand that actually retails for quite a bit, but I've played around with the price. There's just no interest on it, so I don't really know what to do with this one. Here's another Amanda and Chelsea. This is a navy and white long jacket, size small, new with tag. Again, still no interest. Then there's this black blazer from Classiques Entier. Again, this is a brand I see like dime a dozen at the thrift store. And I think this one retailed for over $100, but there's just like no way. I mean, I can't even get like a fraction of that. I can't even get any interest on it. So not super excited about this one going anywhere anytime soon. There was the tapestry brocade purple blazer. This was an interesting piece. I think this is the only piece I listed that was considered used, that wasn't new with tag or new without tag. And I listed this one just because it looked very vintagey. It just, style-wise, it was kind of unique. And I thought maybe it could be like a style-based sale. Like if I had any chance of selling, it's because of the style of it. So I decided to take a chance and try to sell this one instead of sending it away. But this is why I personally, I know a lot of resellers will source based on style before they source based on brand. And I am not that reseller. I have found that I don't have the eye for the style-based stuff. And I'm personally much more successful paying attention to the brand and the retail value versus the resale value versus style. Maybe it's a weakness, I guess. I don't know. I think that's why there's room for everybody in this business, because we're all good at identifying valuable pieces in different ways. But this was one of those times where I'm like, you know what, maybe this can be a style-based sale. No, absolutely not. And this is basically the results of like 90 to 95% of the style-based sales I try to make. They don't happen. So just kind of further reconfirming my own weaknesses here. Then there was this Sky Captain linen blazer from Club Monaco. So I'm actually surprised that this one is still here. Well, maybe not as much because it's linen, and typically linen sells better in the warmer months. And by the time I got this listed, it was already like mid-September. So I kind of missed last summer. And maybe as we roll into this next spring and summer, this will sell. But I think that if I do sell this one, it will sell for a decent amount still. I think it's not seasonally appropriate at the moment. So all hope is not lost for that one. I think if I were to like pull down everything else and send it to ThredUp, I probably would still keep this one listed for a little while, at least through the summer, just to see what happens. And then the last one that I have is the leopard print blazer from the brand A. Garfield. This is definitely a boutique piece. It had like a handwritten like circle tag on it. I listed it as new without tag because it's literally like a tag written in pen. Someone hand wrote it. It's I'm sure from some little mom and pop boutique. I couldn't find very much information on the brand, but I did decide to list it because some people, they do seek out those boutique pieces. But it hasn't had any interest. So I'm losing hope on that one as well. It's definitely not worth what the price tag said. I'm sure it was marked up quite a bit in somebody's brick and mortar boutique, but that's everything I have left. Let me recap for you. So ease of listing, most of it was pretty easy to list. I don't remember what I gave this one in the beginning, but I'll give it an oh yeah. I mean, it was pretty easy to find all of the new with tag stuff. They were all blazers. It's very easy to photograph blazers, in my opinion. So that was no big deal. And, you know, everything I did list got listed pretty quickly. So I'll give it an oh yeah as far as ease of listing. Quality of items. I mean, I'm going to have to give this an oh yeah too. Majority of it, there were 5 pieces that I did say were considered used just because they weren't new, I guess. Like they weren't obviously new. But everything, 20 out of 20 pieces were technically listable. There were 5 pieces I chose not to list because I didn't think they were worth my time. But they were listable. If you wanted to, you theoretically could have listed this entire box. So quality of items, I will give an oh yeah. You know, I think this was advertised as a secondhand box. I can't remember for sure, but, you know, typically any Helpsy box, even the first quality ones, there's usually at least a couple items that I can't list for whatever reason. These I chose not to list, but like there was really nothing damaged. The quality actually was very good on this box. So, and then profitability in 90 days. So I guess this is the big one here. I paid $173.80 for the box for 20 pieces. And as of right now, my profit is $298.12. That's $298.12 minus $173. So after my cost of goods and after all the fees and stuff, I am at $125.12 on the box. So I haven't quite doubled my money. I've definitely done better than I expected. It took only like 1.5 blazer sales to make my money back, and then the rest was profit. I haven't sold off nearly as many as I would have liked to, but I think if I sell that Club Monaco blazer, I will hit that double mark, probably with that one. So all of that being said, like I said, I think we really poo-pooed this box in the beginning, but I'm going to give it an oh okay. I'm not going to give it an oh yeah, because I didn't at least double my money, but I think I can double my money eventually. And it was very interesting to have made the money I made on just 2 of the blazers. And it didn't take much to list this stuff. It wasn't really tedious. It was kind of easy to get it all up. So I'm going to give it an oh okay. And I'm surprised by that. But I like surprises when they're in my favor, so I will not complain. So that's my results for this box. Definitely let me know if you ordered this. Like I said, I haven't seen it available since I initially ordered it. I'm not sure if it was just like a one-time thing or what, but if you want to check out Helpsy Source, I have it linked down below. I do have an affiliate code. The code is oh yeah, and you get 10% off of your order if you use that code when you check out. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more 90-day updates. Like I said, I've got them coming for you. I'm so excited to share some updates on some boxes that were really exciting when I opened them, both good and bad. And hit that like button on the way out if you could. That definitely helps out my channel so much. And that is it for today, friends. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next video.